Good evening, gamers. My hair's a little wet, so I got out of the shower a few minutes ago. So that's still drying, but I at least had enough time to get it brushed, which is an improvement, I promise. Hey folks, welcome to stream. We're back with more Run and Bun. Yesterday, things went pretty dang good outside of a little hiccup that nearly cost, I'm not gonna say nearly cost us Eldegoss. I don't think we ever let our health get low enough to where Eldegoss was at like a risk of death per se, but it definitely wasn't a particularly smart sequence of plays. That's my bad. I forgot that you can't, fucking, what's the word I'm looking for here? Hi, Izzy. That being in Sandstorm reduces how much you heal from Synthesis. An itsy bitsy mistake on my part. But what's in the past is in the past. We're in the present. Playing a Pokemon or running a bun. Hey, we didn't lose anything. Not only did we not lose anything, we caught a couple of guys. We got Drillbur, and while its stats and IVs are pretty bad, it was at a low enough level to maintain knowing Rapid Spin, which is one of the things that we really like about Excadrill, including a rock, har, and Zoroark, who doesn't actually get Dark Aura, which makes me a little sad, but he is a pretty interesting guy. I do think I'm also going to really quickly make an edit, swap its moves up to get rid of Fake Tears for Sucker Punch, I think. I'm just thinking about Zoroark, and if I'm being realistic about it, like, it's far too frail to ever stay in on anything to use Fake Tears. It's just kind of an awkward thing, and it's like, it's a tutor move that we can teach on, at another point in the game when we get, to whatever, the place is that you get fucking Mount Pyre. That's right, Mount Pyre. It's not actually a tower, it just has a tower inside of it. So, with all that being said, load ROM, Run and Bun, open. Just make sure that's up. Nice. Facts and logic at it again. Yeah, no, I was just thinking about it more and more, and it's like, honestly, because this thing is so frail, Sucker Punch is kind of incredible. Because, like, for instance, if something uses, like, Shell Smash, if anything just happens to be really fast, being able to swap in Zoroark on a setup turn and then get off a Sucker Punch is pretty solid. Do we have Zoro in the party? We do not. We still have Burned Havara because we have our line for that one fight figured out. So let's just grab Felice and make that edit. Baiting murder is always a good strat. Look, what can I say? I'm the best to ever do it. God, 130 speed. Okay, so Fake Tears is in slot number 4. And I'm allowing myself to do this because we haven't done any fights since catching Zoroark and leveling it up. So, you know, it'd basically just be like, oh, if we did our like, if we had more time to research this thing before leveling it up. Where is level up, catch, species, nature, move. Okay. So, set move for slot number 6. Move slot number 4. Just triple checking. Yeah. And the move name. Yeah, I want Snarl more than I want Fake Tears. Yeah, I do. Sucker Punch. Okay. Did that correctly. If we back out of here. I don't expect much from either, but Prob. Yeah, I'm also thinking we might end up replacing Snarl with Brick Break, because we might use Zoroark here as a backup Dragapult fighter once we get to that fight. Because I think the plan there is going to be open with Eelektross, who survives pretty much all of Dragapult's moves relatively well. Do I want to get rid of Crunch, though? I kind of need to keep Crunch. I can get rid of Discharge and then just relearn Thunder Punch. It's definitely a downgrade, but it goes from being an electric move to an electric move at least. But yeah, against Dragapult, turn 1 Thunder Wave, turn 2 Brick Break off screens, you know, spam Crunch, spam Super Fang, hopefully KO it, but if things go wrong, be able to swap to Zoroark to secure KO. Because, like, Zoroark can one-shot Dragapult, but it's not faster than it. Okay. So, I do believe we already have our next fight planned out. Let me get those notes open. Brick Break doesn't do damage to Pult, it still breaks screens. That is a confirmed known bug. Is that if you use Brick Break into a ghost type, even if you don't deal damage, you still break whatever screen it currently has up. I know my shit. At least a little bit. I've only read the bug list like once, maybe twice. Run and bug. I've been doing that fight the hard way. I mean, hey, you're probably stronger for it. I could also theoretically just keep the screens in and bait around Dragapult, because I'm pretty sure between Torterra and, like, not Togedemaru. Was it Togedemaru? Torterra might bait an on-ground move, and then Togedemaru uses Fake Out, stalls turns. It's theoretically possible. Okay. So we have Hitmonchan with Muscle Band. We have Togedemaru with no held item. We have Arcanine with no held item. I think we considered giving Arcanine like a Pecha Berry or something. Or maybe an Orin. Either way, Arcanine. We got Walrein. We need Torterra. We need Eelektross. And we need Walrein. So get you. Get you. Yas, Queen April. Hi, Fio. Welcome to stream, hun. Am I grabbing Eelektross? No. Who am I missing? Arcanine. It's okay, we gotta put the gay boys next to each other. Look at them. The two of them. Yeah. We gave Arcanine an Oranberry, just because, like, ideally, it just lets it survive more damage, but it shouldn't need it. Because, like, Arcanine baits in this guy. Yeah, there's basically a 0% chance Lycanroc ever goes for anything other than Stone Edge against... That's right, Hitmonchan swaps into Stone Edge and High Horsepower about the same. And we never bait Psychic Fangs. And, like, yeah, I think it's crit High Horsepower plus the 2 ticks of sand damage that a Hitmonchan is going to take. 3 ticks. Yeah. Hold on. Just gotta do some math real quick. 106 divided by... I'm pretty sure I did the math for this correctly, but I want to double check. Yeah, so Hitmonchan takes 6 HP per turn of sand. We have 106. We take 6 for the first turn, 6 for the turn we swap in, 6 for the turn we use Fake Out. Highest roll on crit, high horsepower is 85. Yeah. It leaves us with bare minimum 3 HP. And Stone Edge does less. Yeah, 67. Okay. Is Savara still burned? She is, in fact, still burned. Wow, I wonder how hard the flute part of the Pokemon Center music. I think there's like a slight misspeak in there, but I think I understand what you're getting at. I mean, by all means, fuck. I didn't know you played the flute. How cool. Oop. Get rid of you. Okay. It's late April. Please give me grace. Don't worry. Grace is granted. I was just a little confused. Okay, so... And of course my body tells me as soon as I sit down for run and bun, actually, you should probably go to the bathroom. And it's like, no. No, it's run and bun time. But also tummy hurt. Wife emerges. Beautiful, wonderful wife emerges into the office. I hear her feet slowly creaking, which means she is armed with cup of coffee. Here, let me at least go do one fight, so that way I get, like... Hot. Noted. So that way I get properly terrified in advance. Thank you, Mimod. Oop. Catherine isn't holding the muscle band. Okay. Savara is pre-burned. We only have the 2 held items. I'm not gonna bother fucking with the sand. Okay. In this fight, we are going to be performing a silly little heist. In theory, the game planned on performing the heist on us in the first place, but the RNG on that's a little silly. What was the verdict on the rock break from last night? We decided to ignore the rock and just get the next encounter. Also, I'm sorry, chat, actually, I do need to run to the restroom before this fight. I'll be back in like just a moment. Chat, I truly cannot advocate enough. Get yourself a hot butch-adjacent woman. Truly, the height of culture. The height of decadence. My wife's really hot. Anyways, Midmod, it's your time to rise and take the seat of, take power. The seat is vacant. A power void has come upon us. Why is my phone buzzing? I only just sat down. Stop buzzing, phone! Why did I get like 4 texts in a row? Okay. I don't think this fight is spooky with the plan we have, but like always, I am a scared, skittish little horse. Just making sure the only thing we need is specifically Kethri holding Muscle Band. Okay. Hello, Collector John. You've got an item that I want. Out comes Copperaja. Out comes Kethri. Copperaja can one-hit KO Kethri. Can one-hit KO Kethri real fucking good. Thankfully, with Muscle Band, Kethri is barely strong enough to one-hit KO with Sky Uppercut. Just making sure everything's in order here. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Kethri takes 1 tick of sand damage. The reason that most of our Pokemon aren't holding items, by the way, is because half of the Pokemon in this fight have knockoff. Out comes Delphox. Against Kethri, Delphox is a one-hit KO with Psyshock. We are going to swap to Maisie, who only takes, the upper end is 29% from Psyshock. Okay. We took 39 for that? Ooh, we took a max roll. Okay, so we're gonna do something funny. We're gonna use a Fake Out on Delphox. And thus we acquire the Sticky Barb. Delphox flinches. We do unfortunately still lose an eighth of our max HP for the 1 turn we spend holding Sticky Barb. Sticky Barb is an item that attaches itself... Hold on, can you freaking... There we go. Sticky Barb is an item that attaches itself to a Pokemon that is not currently holding an item. That Pokemon then loses 1/8 of its max HP every turn. Typically, Delphox would use Switcheroo to put it on your Pokemon, but it's kind of hard to guarantee the Switcheroo AI as easily. So for that reason, we figured, why wait for Switcheroo when we can just flinch it to steal the Sticky Barb ourselves? And now, at 77 HP, we always bait Mystical Fire from Delphox. And you know who takes basically no damage from Mystical Fire? It's Hamilton. It's gonna drop our special attack. That doesn't matter, we're not using Flamethrower this fight. Now, we have a chance to one-hit KO with Rock Slide. It's not guaranteed, it doesn't matter. We're slower than Delphox, so we're still going to take a Psyshock. And then if we don't KO, we just get it with Extreme Speed. Thankfully, Psyshock targets our vastly superior physical defense. Damn, did it high roll again? Okay, good. Also, hi, thank you for the lurk, Newt. Okay, so next should be Lycanroc. Because Lycanroc sees that it can one-hit KO us with either Stone Edge or High Horsepower. Okay. This Lycanroc has Sand Rush and a Focus Sash. It's kind of difficult to deal with because it also knows Endeavor. We have a silly little strat for this. It's called Swapping to Kethri. Kethri always lives critical hit, Stone Edge, and high horsepower, and 2 ticks of sand after the 1 turn it uses to use Fake Out to break its sash. What'd you name Zorua and Drillbur? Drillbur, I can't quite remember how to pronounce the name off the top of my head. We like to see Stone Edge. It is the weaker of the 2 moves. Oh, I just realized I forgot to click on sand. That did less damage than I feel like it should have for a critical hit Stone Edge. Oh no, I suppose it top ends at 63. Either way. It's a shame that we can't one-hit KO with Mach Punch. Anyways, it's now going to go for Psychic Fangs. That doesn't matter. We are going to use Fake Out. It has Sand Rush its ability. Nothing stops it from flinching. Anyways, Zorua is named Felice, and I forget what we named the Drillbur. I need to get used to saying it. Okay. Lycanroc here is going to go for Random Move. That's fine. We would love to see high horsepower. It does the least damage to Torterra. So we are going to swap to Turtle. Psychic Fangs is unfortunately the highest damaging attack at 24%. Now we can one-hit KO Lycanroc here with Earthquake or Seed Bomb. I'm going to stay in and spam Synthesis because the highest percent that Psychic Fangs can do is 24.8. It can never crit. So even though we have the reduced healing from being in Sandstorm, we do kind of exclusively benefit from spamming Synthesis, just to get our HP up as high as possible. Percent of max HP, so like from 1 to 100. Yep, we are slowly going up. Psychic Fangs does a minimum of 33 and a maximum of 39. Let me just make sure. 157 divided by 4. Oh, actually the max we heal is 39, so maybe not. Okay. I think we're just going to have to deal to swapping into... Because even at +2 attack... Yeah, we're always fine. Okay. Yeah, we just got to get it with Seed Bomb. Just making sure, no held item. Seed Bomb always KOs. I'd like to use Giga Drain. The problem is if we use Giga Drain, it's then likely to use Endeavor. So we're just going to go for Seed Bomb. Now, I think there's a chance they send out Sand Slash, but it should be Mandibuzz. If they send out Sand Slash, that'd be a good thing. That's like strictly makes this fight safer. Mandibuzz, thought so. Mandibuzz is likely to go for Toxic here. It could also go for Knockoff. Either way, we are going to swap to Jane. Goes for Toxic. It's likely to spam Protect now, I think, which is a little annoying, but I think we're fine. So we take damage. We are going to use Thunder Wave. Goes for Protect. How does the math here work out? I think we're safe. We need to get Thunder Wave off. This might be a little dicey. Okay, good. It's now gonna go for knockoff, doesn't matter. We swap to Havara. Havara is burned, so that way she cannot be poisoned. Havara now outspeeds and 2-hit KOs Mandibuzz. Highest amount knockoff can do to us is 16%. We're gonna use Frost Breath, which does minimum 58. Mandibuzz is going to spam. Oh, do we lose Havara? Oh no. 178 divided by 16 comes out to 11. Okay. We're gonna take 22 damage. We're gonna take 22 damage. We should be fine. Because Burn is going to do 11 damage, and Sandstorm is going to do 11 damage. Oh! Okay. Okay, it's fine. Out comes Sandslash. Sandslash is just going to go for a random move to try to KO us. That's fine. That's so okay. We're gonna swap back to Turtle. I did the math. I made sure Havara wouldn't die. Sandslash misses us with Stone Edge. Okay, cool. We 2-hit KO it with Giga Drain. It doesn't matter if it uses Swords Dance. Earthquake does a max of 19%. It has Sand Rush and a Lumberry. Okay, so that was a little dubious. But we made it out. Status in a Sandstorm is scary. A little sus. The math worked out on our side. The math worked out on our side. That's the important part. No one died, and we succeeded in the heist. We have received the Sticky Barb. Jane, oh, well, actually, you have enough HP for us to make it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Hold on. First, I just need to... Yeah, no, we got really unlucky because Mandibuzz got really good protect rolls. But thankfully, we weaved around it. I'm not even gonna say we weaved. Our like baseline plan was just good enough. I'm like, thank God. Exactly 1 HP. Jesus. Ugh. And Sandslash wasn't an issue. That was nice. Okay. I think I already saved. I'm saving again. Okay. Which is good. We really wanted to keep Electros for fucking whatchamacallit, Dragapult trainer. It's like literally just talking about like, oh yeah, Electros could probably be pretty good for that fight. I don't like it because it's not perfectly consistent. Hi, Alp, you just missed, you missed us nearly losing a fight. Emphasis on nearly. Well, not losing a fight, losing a Pokemon. Okay. Next up is Camperbo, who's thankfully pretty straightforward. He can be a scary fight if you don't have the right tools for handling him, but thankfully we have the right tools for handling him. I nearly lost a fight too or something. I have food poisoning. Alp. Sweetie, no. Okay. Also, weather is set to sand. Confirmed this time. Okay. So they open with Probopass. Probopass has Explosion and a Focus Sash, and Sand Force makes it do more damage in the sand. Thankfully, Kethri has a Fake Out and a Sky Uppercut that one-hit KOs. I actually don't even think Kethri needs the Muscle Band, which is nice. Yeah, doesn't even need it. So, turn 1, Kethri uses Fake Out on Probopass. Turn 2, Kethri outspeeds and kills Probopass. Then they send in Palossand because Berserker here sees that Hitmonchan can one-hit KO it and outspeeds. So it doesn't go for Berserker. So next we should see Palossand, who goes for Scorching Sands, which doesn't actually do that much damage to Roserade. The gimmick to this Palossand is that it has Sand Veil and Bright Powder, giving all of your moves nearly a 30% chance to miss. Because their accuracy reduction, I believe, is cumulative. So it knocks off, like, a lot. Thankfully, Roserade can never miss with Magical Leaf. And even if Scorching Sands burns, she should be fine. Hell, I can even give her a Rost Berry, just in case. At which point, in comes Berserker, who should see KO with Iron Tail. We can then swap to Togedemaru. Togedemaru baits Close Combat, which we then swap into Talonflame, who takes Close Combat really well. It gets the defense drops. It then goes for either Gunk Shot or Iron Tail, both of which Lucario can survive with ease, and after a special defense drop from Close Combat, one-hit KO with Aura Sphere. And it's got, oh, it does have Bullet Punch, but that should be fine. We can live crit Iron Tail, crit Bullet Punch. Yeah. Easy peasy. So, thankfully, really straightforward fight. We even kind of have the liberty of bringing a couple, bonus Pokemon. Probably don't bring you. So yeah, it's Hitmonchan into Roserade into Togedemaru. Also, it takes chip damage from Togedemaru. Hell, we can even use Fake Out if we want to. There's no downside. Yeah, always bait Close Combat. I think even if we get crit by Iron Tail, we always bait Close Combat over Iron Tail. And then Talonflame, even against crit Close Combat. Yeah. Crit Close Combat, we lose 30%. We bait Iron Tail or Gunk Shot. Lucario takes no damage from Gunk Shot. We're good. Okay. Yeah, no. This fight can be scary if you don't have the right tools. Thankfully, we do. It's Palossand can't do a lot of damage, but it has a recovery move. You're taking Sandstorm Chip. Most of the things that are good for fighting it aren't Sandstorm immune. Okay. Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. And you. And you. I wonder, with its special offense, how good does Zoroark into it? It takes a lot of damage. It gets one shot by Iron Tail or close combat. So, maybe not Zoroark here. Oh yeah, we do need to knock off Dark Pulse, Sucker Punch, Snarl. There we go. Okay, Excadrill also outspeeds you and can do the Lucario job as well. So we'll bring Exca as our fourth. Love getting that Sand Force boost. Crazy damage. Okay. Havara, you chill in the box. You've had your moment. Thank you. I hopefully don't have to call on you again for a bit. Not to fear, I have medicine and Gatorade. Well, at least you've got medicine and Gatorade. Okay. We will give Rose a Rostberry. Or actually... Yeah, 'cause it'd be 2 ticks of burn, so Rost is better healing than Orin. Because, like, Scorching Sands into Roserade, 31%. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's, like, I'm going to do the math real quick just to make sure. I don't think there's ever a scenario where Togedemaru baits, or where Roserade potentially baits close combat. And in theory, even if it does... I wouldn't want to do that shimmy. So, hold on. Let me just do the math real quick. So, Roserade has a Rostberry. So, it can never get burned. Like, you can get burned, but it never takes burn damage. Roserade swaps in, takes crit Scorching Sands. We have 117 HP divided by 16 is 7.3, so we always take 7 damage per turn from Sandstorm Chip. So we have 117 minus 7 the turn we swap in, minus 7 the turn we use Magical Leaf. Crit Scorching Sands does 55, brings us down to 48. It makes it so that Berserker can potentially see KO with Gunk Shot. And it could potentially see KO with Bullet Punch. This is fine. Togedemaru takes no damage from Gunk Shot and takes way less from Bullet Punch. Strictly an upgrade. But it never sees close combat KO. Yeah, highest roll is 34. Okay, nice. Rostberry definitely doesn't need a Miracle Seed, right? Technician, Asper, yeah. Cool. Okay. K3 beats Probopass easy style. Then I believe our switcheroo is pretty dang good. We'll give Talonflame and Lucario Orin Berries just to be safe. Ooh, wait, is that Lucario with Wise Glasses? It is Lucario with Wise Glasses. Do we need Wise Glasses for the KO? Theoretically we don't, but we'll give Lucario the Wise Glasses just to be safe. And Excadrill doesn't need anything. Scalpel gets Orin. You summoned me? Well, that's very lucky. Hi, Watermelon. How you doing, hun? Give Maisie also an Orin Berry. Give Talon Wise Glasses. You know, I was told I would never run out of Orin Berries, but I feel like I'm running out of Orin Berries. Give... okay, it is Argyros. Or Argyros. Soft sand. We don't need soft sand. We'll give it soft sand anyways. Just finish over the garden wall with some friends. Oh, fun. That's a cult classic I've never seen. Go over the garden wall isn't a cult classic, right? It's just a classic. Does not even like roughly approach cult status. It's just like a mainstream thing that people love. Oh, hey, Daggerman. At some point, Orin is just redundant. Yeah, it's like... I don't think I need to give Scalpel an Orin Berry. Because, like... I also don't need to give Maisie an Orin Berry. Because Maisie either doesn't ever get procced into Orin Berry or dies if I've somehow made a horrible mistake. Scalpel takes close combat. The Scalpel, I think it's a little more justified on, just in case. Okay. Okay. Do you have any new dialogue since I, like, destroyed the tower? Perhaps it really was just a mirage tower. I'm kind of curious about something, but no, I'm not going to worry about it. Kethri, you don't need the... I don't know what the fossil is, because it's the mysterious fossil. We got Togedemaru in Rustboro City, and we're not allowed to revive the fossil, because it's also a Rustboro City encounter. And if we revived the fossil, it would open up the desert underpass, which you technically only get if you revive the fossil. So I wouldn't mind potentially going and reviving it and then like saving the game, reviving the Pokemon, and then reloading just to see. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, no, Togedemaru was my Rustboro City encounter. A worthy trade-off, I feel. Hi, Reggie Rock Chamber. You have a really funny moveset. Ooh, item. Huge. We only get one of these in the entire game, baby. And it's a really powerful item. I don't think there's anything else hidden around here. And I'm going to eat it. No, please don't do that. Please don't do that. We can secure so many KOs with that. Okay. Feathers in front, that's all that matters. Making sure I gave Roserade Rostberry. Good. And just making sure, does Hitmonchan? Hitmonchan doesn't even always bait Scorching Sands. If it goes for Hex, that's even better, I believe. Yeah, Hex does less damage than Scorching Sands. It never goes for Ancient Power. I'm on the fence of if it's worthy. Toge's really good this game, but Fossil is a great mom with 3 max IVs. It is. We would not have made it this far without Togedemaru. Togedemaru was a guaranteed way to take care of Norman's Cinccino. Togedemaru also let us then like properly do a bait strat to KO Norman's Meloetta. All right, out comes Probopass, out comes Kethri. Probopass has a Focus Sash and Explosion, a scary combo. Thankfully, Kethri has a Fake Out. Probopass no longer has Focus Sash. Sky Uppercut does a minimum of 137%. Get his ass. Okay. Berserker sees that it gets outsped and one-hit KO'd by Kethri, so it is going to go for Sandygast, or Palisand. Okay, Palisand could go for Scorching Sands or Hex. It's more likely to use Scorching Sands. We would prefer to see Hex. It doesn't really matter, though. We swap to Roserade. We have a Rostberry in case Scorching Sands burns us. Has a 30% chance. Cool. This Palisand has 2 items that drop our accuracy. Thankfully, we have Magical Leaf, which never misses. And it one-hit KOs because of Technician. God, I love Roserade. Like, Rose has done so much for this team. So much. Okay, and lastly should come in Berserker. It's basically guaranteed to go for Iron Tail. There is theoretically a 1 in 32 chance that it goes for Gunk Shot. It doesn't matter. The point is it's not going for close combat. We swap to Maisie. Iron Tail, missed. That is an option. We have no reason to not use Fake Out. This thing has Steely Spirit, which boosts the damage of all of its Steel-type moves, and Assault Vest, which boosts its defenses. Hold on, Assault Vest doesn't prevent you from getting your defense dropped using close combat, does it? Hold on. But it can only select damaging moves. Okay, no, it just can't use status moves. That's what it is. that would have been awful. Okay. We use Zing Zap. Or not Zing Zap, Fake Out. No reason to not use Fake Out. Okay. True, it just raises Spadef. That being said, Spadef, we are attacking its special defense. Okay, so now it should see close combat KO on Maisie. So we are going to swap to Talonflame. We would love to see it get burned. Okay, down go its defenses. Against Talonflame, it sees that its highest damaging moves are Iron Tail or Gunk Shot. We don't care which that it uses. We would prefer Gunk Shot because we're swapping to Lucario and it's immune to poison. So either way, we swap to Talon. Just making sure. Yep. After the defense drop, Lucario always KOs with Aura Sphere. Gunk Shot, nice. Yeah, 62 speed, nothing crazy. We get it with Aura Sphere. Right, it goes for Bullet Punch. Panicked for a half second seeing it doing a thing. I think that last fight, nearly losing Walrein definitely has me a little shaky. So forgive me if I'm like triple checking all of my numbers. Okay. Can't win on Spirit alone, little buddy. Me when I'm preparing for the costume contest. And we are coming up on the final desert fight that I had pre-calced. Close calls / unplanned sacks will do that to you. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't an unplanned sack. It was just a close call. But yeah, no, Daggerman, you missed it. Our Walrein got dropped to 1 HP. I had to do some silly math, and I'm like, okay, we're at 23 HP. We're gonna take damage. I'm here for Hippo Sweep in about 40 minutes. Don't say that, Volt Flare. Hold on, looking ahead. The Powdon has Sand Force and Lumberry. Slack Off, Curse, Earthquake, Rock Slide. Roserade 1-hit KOs it with Miracle Seed boosted Magical Leaf. "101%, baby!" See, it's fine. Yeah, that's true. Point is, not getting swept by the Hippo. Oh, hell, Leaf Storm on Eldegoss would have been able to get it with held item. Okay, we are up against Ninja Boy Jinra, or as I like to call him, Ninja Boy Germa. That being said, I'm going to get the stream background music that we normally use. Hold on. Pause that. Mute that. Shuffle. Go forward. Okay. You have to kill Germa. I have to kill Germa. Okay. So. Let's see here. We have open with Seismitoad. We equip Seismitoad with a Citrus Berry in case of Earth Power crit. We use Mudshot on Nidoking, drop its speed, secure KO on the following turn with Liquidation. It shouldn't send in Charizard? Wait, why isn't it sending in Charizard? Oh, it's probably because it specifically sees KO with Cacturn. Yeah. Let me turn that down. Why is it so loud? Okay. Yeah, so Seismitoad is out. If we get crit, we heal up enough. What do you mean Charizard is doing -1 damage, so that might do it? Huh? I'm confused. A common result of being me. But anywho, so we drop Nidoqueen's speed with Mudshot. We then, on the following turn, outspeed KO with Liquidation. Doesn't do anything to the Toad. Yeah, exactly. It does less damage to the Toad than the Toad does to it. It still outspeeds the Toad, but yeah. Golem sees that it can get 1-hit KO'd by Liquidation, so we should always see Cacturn. That's always going for Seed Bomb. We can swap to... this Cacturn has the same gimmicks as that Palisand, Sand Veil, and Bright Powder. It also has Focus Punch and Substitute, so we want to make sure that we're constantly baiting KOs so it doesn't set up a sub. So it's going to go for Seed Bomb, which we swap to Talonflame. Why are we swapping to Talonflame first? Hold on, dog, what? Why am I... Because, like... I don't think there's a world where Seismitoad baits Focus Punch. I think we might be using Talonflame just to guaranteed bait payback. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Talonflame, Lucario. Oh, we wanted to pre-damage Talonflame to 99, so that way it always baited KO with payback. Because low roll Seed Bomb plus sand damage, I think. That's right. Because, yeah, then it's perfectly consistent. We always get payback into Lucario, who then outspeeds. Aura Sphere can't miss. gets KO on Cacturn, then baits in Charizard. Charizard's going to try to get Lucario with Flamethrower. Arcanine does not get got by Flamethrower. We swap to Arcanine. I believe... Ooh, do we really have to risk Crit Weather Ball? No. I think Crit Weather Ball plus Crit Flamethrower never kills. Yeah, it does a lot, but not enough to kill. 140 plus 16 is 156. Then in comes Golem. We swap to Torterra because it takes all of its moves really well, and then always baits Focus Punch, which we then use to swap into Roserade, who always lives Focus Punch and then outspeeds KOs with Magical Leaf. Okay, perfectly consistent. Yeah, no, really benefiting from Sand boosting Arcanine's special defense. I suppose Sand also is what's making that Weather Ball do fuckloads of damage. Dude, Cedar can smell that dinner is cooking and he refuses to leave me alone. Oh, Cedar. Okay, so call me crazy, chat, but I believe this should be perfectly consistent. Yeah. And I think we can even swap the skip to Talonflame, just looking at Seismitoad's HP in the moment. To be fair, though, I can also smell dinner cooking, and I'm also sitting at your feet right now, Mint Mod. I don't know if you noticed. Pant, 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 woof, woof, woof. Let me just double check the Talonflame calc, though. Because Talonflame has 138 HP, divided by 16, becomes 8 damage from Sand. So, if we're at 99, minus 8 from Sand... Oh no, we wouldn't want to swap to Talonflame. Oh, but Talonflame doesn't actually get hit by Payback. That's right. Yeah, it's still safe. Because Payback only does extra damage if you actually attacked it that turn. So if it gets us with Payback, it then always rebates Payback. Because, like, let's assume... 191 minus 46 drops us to 45. Regular speed Talonflame. Highest roll it can get on Focus Punch is 44. Yeah, we should be fine. There's like nothing that can fuck this up. Yeah, no. Okay, I think this should work. Suppose we could also give Talonflame an Oranberry in case it gets like, I def thought Payback procced off switching. Does it? Hold on, if Payback procs off switching, I want to know about it. If the user moves after the target this turn includes actions taken through Instruct or Dancer building, switching in does not count as an action. Okay, yeah. That would have been crazy to get gimmicked by that. Yeah, no, we're good. Hence the corner. Well, I thought that you were just taking, like, my word as gospel. It's still, look, better safe than sorry if you have a calc that doesn't involve doing shit like that, you know? Okay, grab you. Hell, do we have the rest of the team in here already? Talonflame. Lucario! Arcanine. Torterra. I don't know if Cacturn would ever sub if it sees itself getting outsped and a one-shot. I don't know. I just want to make sure that like it always sees a KO. I just want to make sure. Again, even then, Roserade is only here in case things get fucky. We are going to give Breek a Citrus Berry in case it gets crit. And if it doesn't get crit, odds are very low that it actually uses the Citrus Berry. Because, yeah, I believe there's no downside to giving Scalpel an Oranberry. Because, like, yeah, what's half HP for Talonflame? 69. Yeah, we only need to be at 99. Getting brought back up to 79 should be fine. Ooh. It wouldn't, actually. 79 HP makes it possible for it to not see KO with payback. So we don't want an Oranberry. It's fine, we did the math. It's always consistent. Talon, you don't even need the Wise Glasses to kill this thing. You can keep them if you want, but like... yeah, fuck it. I don't think Hamilton needs anything fancy to beat Charizard. Hamilton, we will give an Oranberry. Because, yeah, Rock Slide kills by so fucking much without an item. Turtle, we don't need to give anything. Yeah, Focus Punch. We don't take recoil from weather. The reason we're not KOing Golem with Torterra, by the way, is because Golem has Bright Powder Sand Veil, so it also has a 30% chance, give or take, to be missed all the time. Yeah. We don't need to give Turtle anything. Here, you know what? We'll give Turtle the Wide Lens, just in case. Just in case something, like, mathematically impossible happens. Okay, then I don't think Roserade needs a held item to kill this thing. It does not. Yeah, we'll give it an Oranberry. We don't need to give it an Oranberry. I should stop giving things Oranberries that don't need Oranberries. Because, yeah, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Focus Punch, Seismic Toss, none of these are priority. We can't miss. Even if we take crit Focus Punch and 2 turns of sand damage, nothing bad will happen. It really doesn't help that this stream started off with us getting a... we didn't even get the calc wrong. It just got a little scarier than we expected. Okay. So the only thing we need to worry about here is... Talonflame's in the second slot, correct? Yeah. So... pre-damage... slot 1 to 99. I did it wrong. I was supposed to pre-damage slot 2 to 99. I am a fool. Slot 2, comma, 99. I'm glad I double-checked these things. Okay, cool. And... casually chunking Seismitoad for fun. It's a much bigger chunk on Seismitoad too, with how much HP it has. And just making sure... 99 minus lowest roll in Seed Bomb is 15, is 84 minus... how much do we take from Sandstorm? I keep forgetting. Was it... 138 divided by 16. 8 damage. Drops us to 76, which it always sees KO with on payback. Okay. Talon has Wise Glasses. Arcanine has Oranberry. Turtle has Wide Lens. Roserade has Rostberry. We don't need to give Hamilton an Oranberry. It's unnecessary. The math works out. It always swaps into fucking... Because, yeah, Seed Bomb. Yeah, Charizard's next highest damaging move is Dual Wing Beat at 35%. The highest damage Seed Bomb can do is fucking 34. The highest damage Payback can do is 22%. Yeah, literally never happens. Let me double check Substitute AI. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I don't believe it ever goes for it if it sees KO. Starts at +6. Player Pokemon is asleep. If player Pokemon is leech seeded. Oh, interesting. If you have any sound-based moves, they never go for Substitute. That's fun with Snarl on Zoroark. Okay. Okay, kids, we have the math. Single battles. Final item check. Citrus, none, wise, none, wide, frost. Germa. Okay. Ninja Boy Jinra would like to battle. Sends out Nidoqueen. We send out Breek. A sandstorm is raging. Okay. So, Nidoqueen here is going to go for Earth Power into Seismitoad. Top end, it does 51%. We are going to use Mud Shot to drop its speed. I'm glad we brought the Citrus Berry. Okay. Fucking hell. Me being super paranoid paid off. Okay. Nidoqueen is now at -1 speed. Because it is at -1 speed, we now outspeed it. We can KO it with our own Earth Power. Nothing is stopping that, correct? Yeah. Why does Earth Power do more than... Oh, it's just a higher base power move. Okay. So now we should see Cacturne. Because Golem sees damage with Earthquake, but it's slower than us. Cacturne sees that it's slower, but it KOs with Seed Bomb. Cool. Payback does high end. Max roll on Payback is 87 damage. It is always going to go for Seed Bomb here. For that reason, we can swap straight to Talon. Seed Bomb does top end 22%. Talon outspeeds one-hit KOs with Aura Sphere. I know that it's using Focus Punch. Doesn't matter that it's using Focus Punch. Okay. Cool. Next we should see Charizard, who sees KO and outspeed with Flamethrower. I'm gonna go think EP, love y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out, Rose. Catch you in the next one. Okay. Hamilton cannot be burned. We swap to Hamilton. Okay. Took 10 damage. Ooh, high roll. Okay. We now one-hit KO with Rock Slide. It does outspeed, so it is going to get off a Weather Ball. But the highest damage a crit Weather Ball can do is 140 damage. It uses up its Rock Gem. Cool. Okay, lastly, should come in Golem. Golem sees KO with all of its moves except for Seismic Toss. We are going to swap to Torterra, who takes at most 41% from Focus Punch. We are using Torterra as an intermediary in case it goes for Earthquake. It went for Focus Punch. And now, we always bait Focus Punch. Which is good, because Roserade only takes 41% from Focus Punch without crit. And with crit, it's like 63%. And then we outspeed and KO it. In comes Rose. It goes for Focus. What did I miss? Thankfully not much. Just finishing up this here, Bright Powder Evasion team. We outspeed Golem. Sandvale Bright Powder has no priority moves. Magical Leaf, one-hit KOs. Phew. Sucks that we lost a Citrus Berry. I'm glad that we used it to guarantee that the line was safe. Okay, kids, we have to actually start doing calculations, because we don't have the next fight figured out yet. Okay. Okay. The controller on its charger for a minute. Poor Mint Mod is going to bring me my dinner, and I'm going to be like, I don't know if I can eat this. I got too nervous in one fight. It's a joke, by the way, Love. I'll definitely still eat my food. Okay. So, this next trainer is Spooky. Because Dragapult here has Reflect, Light Screen, Light Clay, and Cursed Body. Look, if you don't want it, I'll eat it. I appreciate you, hon. It's okay. All right. So this thing's a little hard to plan around. Everything that it does just kind of fucks with you a little bit. It's difficult to predict which screen setting move it's going to use. It could just go to try to attack you with moves. Our plan is to bring Electros. Ooh, that's kind of loud. Why is this one track so loud? Now, the issue that we have, hold on, so let me just make sure you always bait Hex. Well, sometimes you bait Dragon's Breath, which is frustrating. Zoroark takes Hex really well. Knock off Dark Pulse, Sucker Punch, Snarl. I don't know if, hold on, because I think that's a good point. I actually don't know if Curse Body can disable Brick Break. This Pokemon is hit by an attack. There is a 30% chance that the move gets disabled unless one of the attacker's moves is already disabled. So one thing is that we do get to really appreciate the fact that it can't kill us. Like, it can't just disable a bunch of our moves with that. So what's frustrating is that Zoroark could one-hit KO Dragapult, but it can't because it's slower. So I believe the plan... Damn, Excadrill, hold on, you're kind of good at fighting this thing. Excadrill, why are you so good at fighting this thing? So the idea is to open with Electros. Where Electros? There it is. Hex, Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath can't paralyze us because we're an electric type. We go for Thunder Wave turn 1. And then once it sets up screens, we start using Brick Break. I think we just give Electros a Citrus Berry and hope that it can take care of Dragapult on its own. Does it bait Crocodile? It shouldn't bait Cloyster. I suppose there's a chance it baits Cloyster. Doesn't bait Shelgon, definitely not. Yeah. Well, no, hold on. Shelgon is considered to be faster. Crocodile outspeeds, does more damage than it takes. Okay. That is kind of awkward, though. Because ideally, I would like to fight Dragapult with Zoroark, right? But we need to paralyze it first. So that way, like, Zoroark can... Like, if Zoroark is... How do I put this right? Well, no, because that doesn't work. Hold on. There's a reason this fight's so awkward. I can definitely get Brick Break on you, can't I, Excadrill? You would need to be at -2 speed to be slower than us. It's not that bad. Because Excadrill also doesn't take Sand Chip. I kind of don't hate this, actually. Because the thing is, Dragapult doesn't take damage from Brick Break, but thankfully, because of either a bug or an intended feature, Brick Break still breaks screens, even if it hits a Pokemon that's immune to it. Let's also see, like, Drill Run. Yeah. But Excadrill can't boost its speed using Rapid Spin, can it? Because I guess the worry I have here is Cursed Body. Because notably, Cursed Body does not proc off of contact. Does Protective Pads save you from Cursed Body? Protective Pads, Cursed Body. Could also... No, I don't think it stops it because it's just, like, it prevents the effects of direct contact, and it's not contact, it's damage in general. It's the reason why Protective Pads don't stop Cotton down. Could you T-Wave, switch to Zoroark with Cherry Berry, and then kill? I think... Because it would essentially be... Leave an Electros, turn 1 Thunder Wave, turn 2 Brick Break, turn 3 swap to Zoroark. If Dragapult set up screens that turn, use Brick Break. It's like the one downside to being faster is the only way you can guarantee clear all screens is to attack it after it put up both sets of screens, you know? Cursed bodies and just yeah, so I'd assume not. Okay. Because, yeah, it's like, okay. Electros is in. It Thunder Waves. Because, like, hold on. Because Reflect and Light Screen aren't considered setup moves, I don't think. So it doesn't get, like, deprioritized if you have, like, fast 2-hit KO. So if the player Mon has a move that corresponds with the screen, e.g. physical moves for Reflect, if the AI Mon has Light Screen. I'm gonna actually ask the Run and Bun Discord really quickly. Because Light Screen AI fucked me during Cycling Road Rival. Okay, hold on. So I got me a question. Does it need to meet both conditions? Have a move of the corresponding type. User has light play for the +1 priority, or is it one or the other? Or do they both provide a +1 each? Because the way that it says in the document, right, is Light Screen and Reflect always have +6 to their usage priority, assuming that it's not currently in play. There's a 50% chance to increase that usage priority by 1 to 7. Highest damaging move has a usage priority of +6 80% of the time, and +8 20% of the time. Now the question is, am I able to get the usage priority for Light Screen and Reflect up to +9? Or like a minimum +8, maximum +9? And do I need to have both a physical and special move on Electros to bait both? What's the paralyzed % on Dragon Breath? Because, like, this is unfortunately just a chunk of the fight that's kind of impossible to calc. I hear my wife approaches with delicious meal food. Thank you for delicious meal food, my wife. She has already left. Like a reverse thief in the night. The problem is that it doesn't, like, by the time it sees kill us for sure, it's already seen kill us for maybe. So it could potentially kill us for maybe without us being able to do a goddamn thing about it. Because I presumably need to be able to T-Wave turn 1, Brick Break turn 2 to clear off 1 screen, ideally 2 screens. Swap to Zoroark, it's likely to set up more screens. Zoroark gets off a Brick Break, but if they set up more screens on the turn that Zoroark gets off Brick Break, it gets fucky. You get what I mean? There's theoretically the world where we hit it with Super Fang once and just stall it out. And I suppose if Bulldoze on Excadrill gets disabled, we can just swap. Which could work. Because we just need to make sure that we clear off screens the turn we see KO. Because it's like... Wait, hold on. I think I have a perfect way through this with Electros. Maybe. Because Dragapult's basically always going to go for a screen turn 1, right? So, turn 1, use Thunder Wave to paralyze. Turn 2, it is likely to go for the other screen. So we then use Super Fang, so that way if it goes for Reflect, our damage doesn't get reduced. We always cut its HP in half. Turn 3, Brick Break. If it has both screens up, it's unlikely to... Yeah, if it has both screens up, it's guaranteed to go for an attack. I think if we have a Citrus Berry, we're safe. I think this works. I guess the worry is getting rid of Discharge, because if we get rid of Discharge, it's like, I don't know if we get the guaranteed boosted priority on Light Screen. It's so complicated. We could also paralyze it and then immediately swap to another Pokemon that could do a similar thing, like Nidoking. Nidoking notably takes hits from Dragapult better and doesn't take Sandstorm Chip. You could still get paralyzed by Dragon's Breath, but it has a very low chance of using it. But if you get full parried to turn 2, does that screw you? And that's the question, right? I think theoretically, that's soft sand boosted drill run. Because we also have to remember that Dragapult is taking Sandstorm Chip every turn. We do outspeed... Oh, that's at -2. Yeah. But we definitely outspeed if it's paralyzed. And it's like... I would hate to do something like pre-burn Nido to prevent Dragon's Breath. Because that's the thing, right? Do we want to ignore Sandstorm Chip, or do we want to guarantee that we never get paralyzed? Togedemaru can't really do this because I don't think... Togedemaru might be able to learn Brick Break. I would hate to get rid of one of Togedemaru's moves for it, but... Toge, are you able to learn Brick Break? Hidden Power, Poison Jab, Secret Power, Thunder. No. Unsurprising, though. So that Pult can kill it with Hex. So the problem is that if we pre-status, highest priority possible for Reflect and Light Screen is +8. Just let me double check. Yeah. What was I saying? The highest priority that Reflect and Light Screen can have is +8. Hex still has a 1 in 5 chance of having +8, even if it doesn't see KO, which means it, could just raw dog us with Hex out of nowhere. Like, yeah, if it sees a fast KO, it'll always go for Hex. But it's possible that it hits it before we're ready for it to hit it. And then we just get, like, we probably just lose Electros. Bare minimum, it's vulnerable to getting one shot by crit. I believe guaranteed. I think maybe the strat is to open with Electros, turn 1 Thunder Wave. It's basically guaranteed to set up a screen that turn. Turn 2, Crunch, get its HP really, really low. By that point, it'll probably have 2 screens set up. Turn 3, swap to Nidoking. If it hasn't set up the second screen, it should by now. Brick break away the screens. Sandstorm will have made it so that Drill Run definitely KOs at this point. If we give Nidoking a Cherry Berry, it maximizes our odds of surviving a situation where we get hit by Dragon's Breath and paralyzed. And, like, Nidoking has Brick Break. That means we don't even need to, like, delete Crunch. I think this is a solid plan. Because it means the part of the fight that requires the most kind of staying in and potentially having to stall a turn or 3 because it's getting stubborn with its screens is a Pokemon that doesn't take Sandstorm Chip. And then Nidoking always baits Earthquake off Crocodile. Which means we can then do the Torterra safety strat of swap to Torterra with Miracle Seed. Seed Bomb will show KO, so it never goes for bulk up into Power Trip. We use Earthquake turn 1 to chop its HP, Giga Drain turn 2 to secure KO. Because, yeah, Nidoking gets outsped and killed by Crocodile easy. I think that's how we do it. And then Torterra's cool, because it definitely baits Frost Breath off Cloyster. And hell, even if Cloyster goes for Shell Smash on the turn we swap to Lucario, defense at -1, special defense at -1, yeah, buddy, I don't care that your attack stat's boosted. Vacuum Wave with Wise Glasses 1-hit KOs you. Okay. We might need to teach Lucario Ice Punch, though. Okay, no. With Wise Glasses, Setup AI on Shelgon barely sees that we outspeed 2-hit KO with Aura Sphere. Okay. The nice thing also is that even if we get unlucky with Dragapult constantly setting up screens against Nidoking, it's still paralyzed. There is just a chance it'll eventually not do something for a turn. Okay. Yeah, no, I think we just rely on the fact that, like, Overcoat doesn't take damage. Overcoat. Okay. Yeah. Weather Ball's not priority. Frost Breath isn't priority. Liquidation isn't priority. So yeah, as long as it takes Shell Smash. And if it doesn't Shell Smash, we KO with Aura Sphere. This is good, though. I'm glad that we don't have to delete Crunch off of Electros, and we don't have to delete Discharge. So because of that, by having both Discharge and Crunch, it should give maximum usage priority to both Reflect and Light Screen. And if it sets up Reflect turn 1, we can use Super Fang turn 2 instead to do functionally the same amount of damage. I suppose the one thing is I need to make sure that Nidoking gets hit by Dragapult at least once. But that shouldn't be too hard. Because yeah, as long as we have a Cherry Berry, we're fine. And thankfully, if we somehow get like crit like crazy and our HP gets dropped super low, but we don't get KO'd, Torterra swaps into all of Crocodile's moves really good. Or, like, if we bait random moves is what I mean. I'm so full, but I haven't finished all of my food. But I do not want to disgrace my beautiful rat wife. Okay. I do think I am really quickly going to take, like, just a couple minutes to run to the restroom. Gotta go pee. So I will be right back, and then we will properly start writing these numbers down. Okay, I'm back. Bip bop. Okay. So, Ruin Maniac Rigger. Opens. Drag. Okay. So, Electros can't be paralyzed. So, I don't think we need to worry too much about what we're equipping it with. We can just give it an Oranberry, honestly. So, open with Ely. Use T-Wave. Use if no reflect. Use Crunch. Otherwise, use oh wait, hold on. Because if Nidoking comes in on that, there is a chance it takes multiple hits. No, isn't there? Do we give Electros Brick Break? Also, we need to do the numbers here. Drill Run does 39%. That should be fine after like 4 ticks of Sandstorm Chip. Like, hell, there's also a world where we just stay in with a Pokemon, use Super Fang against Dragapult, and then spam Brick Break until the fight ends. Which is admittedly really funny. And we just, like, swap to our next Pokemon that has Brick Break if we need to. T-Wave stops it from acting. Because, like, if we get it with Super Fang, it just dies in 8 turns to Sandstorm anyways. 4 turns if we get it twice. Do I like this plan? Hold on, wait. I genuinely might like this plan. Like, I think maybe... Okay, maybe we do give Electros Brick Break over Crunch. I'm not that devastated over losing Crunch, if I'm being completely honest. Because, like... Yeah, no. The main thing would just be making sure Nidoking gets hit at least once, though. Because, like, turn 1, Thunder Wave, turn 2, Brick Break, turn 3, Super Fang. Why are you so inconsistent? You always see Earthquake kill on Excadrill, which is nice. Because we just need to make sure that we bait Crocodile correctly, you know? We can definitely teach Excadrill Brick Break though, right? Brick Break, Hidden Power, Poison Jab, Secret Power. Nice. Okay. Yeah, maybe we... Maybe we do that. Because, like, it needs to go for Hex a lot into Excadrill. I wonder, Noelle, how good are you at this? Not awful, if I'm being honest. Like... Can we teach Sawsbuck Brick Break? You'd still take Sandstorm damage, though. Okay, because let's assume... We're definitely ending on either Nidoking or Excadrill. Let's see if I can beat the remainder of this team with only 3 Pokemon. So, Crocodile comes in, we swap into Torterra. Torterra takes out Crocodile really easy as long as it has Miracle Seed. Because it always gets Earthquake, never Rock Slide, so we don't have to worry about flinches. Yeah, so we always threaten Seed Bomb as long as there aren't screens. At that point, we're basically guaranteed to bait in Frost Breath Cloyster. Because actually, hold on. I think if I do the math here properly, if we take 3 Earthquakes from Crocodile, lowest roll is 25. 157 minus 25 drops us to 82. Yeah, okay. Cloyster always sees KO with Frost Breath as long as we don't heal ourselves. Goes for Frost Breath. We swap to Lucario. Lucario should then have the KO with Aura Sphere. Then in comes Shelgon, who sees that it gets outspent to it KO'd. I do need to make sure, well, because even if it's at +1 speed, yeah, Dragon Dance doesn't see it as being faster. Okay, so it goes for what? Brick Break. Definitely don't want to do Roserade. What's our best option here? Not you. Not really you. Because you don't do damage. Not you. Not you. Not you. How much does Ice Punch Guthrie do? An amount, but not that much. Even if we gave it Never Melt. I mean, Walrein should 2-hit KO with Frost Breath, right? If we give it a Citrus Berry, it guarantees that we're safe. Because we outspeed 2-hit KO. Yeah. Let me just make sure. Control F, speed. Damaging speed reducing moves. Boost. Okay, boosting moves. Agility? If the AI is slower than the Playermon, +7 chance. Okay, does it consider Dragon Dance to be speed, or... Because I don't think it ever goes for setup. Hold on. Dragon Dance. General setup. If the player has Unaware. Like, I just need to know. Agility, Rock Polish, Automize. Like... How does AI treat Dragon Dance as a setup move? If I outspeed 2-hit KO, will it use it because plus speed? Okay, this is complicated. I just want to make sure I don't fuck it up, you know? I think even if it goes for Dragon Dance, we're kind of fine. Because, like, then it means Walrein swaps in for free. It would get the +1 to its speed, which would mean that it outspeeds. And with the +1 attack, it means that we kinda... It gets a little dicey. I need the gamers who know how speed setup works. Please, run and bun gamers. I beg of you. Offensive setup. Oh, okay. Dragon Dance is written right here in the offensive setup section. So I assume that it won't go for it. So I think we're fine. This does still mean I have to delete one of Excadrill's moves for Brick Break, which is sad. It's probably going to be Drill Run, because, like, Excadrill isn't actually that powerful. Because ours has, like, bad IVs and everything. So I think we want the utility of speed control on a relatively fast Pokemon more than we want the power of Drill Run. Also, we have so many ground types at this point, and, like, how long until Excadrill gets Earthquake anyways, or high horsepower? Excadrill gets Iron Head, Stone Edge. Okay, it doesn't get high horsepower until 58. Hold on, let me just check Mega Aggron just to make sure that, like, Bomb the Snow, Absol. Nope. One straight veto. Oh, yeah, no, we're not using this thing against veto. It kills us in one hit with Body Press. God, it's such a dumb strat that we have planned for veto. It's such a dumb strat. Okay. Dragapult. Because, yeah, I just know you, like, don't want to sleep on this Shelgon. If you get complacent with it, it can really fuck your shit up. But we don't have anything that KOs it. Fast and easy. Overcoat, Eviolite. I mean, Zoroark, you don't swap into Brick Break well, but you do have knockoff. No, you wouldn't live. You would not live even a little bit. Yo, wait, hold on. Is Gorobus cracked? I don't think so, because Gorobus is slower than it, so it could see Dragon Dance set up. Though at that point, it would go for the inaccurate Dragon Rush. Yeah, I think we just equip Havaro with the Citrus Berry and hope for the best. Because we can keep perfect inventory of Dragapult's HP based on the current turn. Cherry Berry. Export, import. do we even need Excadrill? Because the thing is, using Super Fang kind of eats into the Sandstorm damage. Sandstorm kind of eats into the Super Fang damage, vice versa. So it's not literally if we use Super Fang twice, it dies in 4 turns to the sand. But it's kind of like that, you know? Yeah. I think I'm comfortable. Wow, you still do more damage than Nidoking. That's insane. That's fucking crazy. Which means you are still my highest ground type damage, I think. Attack 124, 125. Okay, no, Torterra does more than you, but Torterra is also slow as balls. A bad thing to be in this economy. No one likes balls. Because, yeah, Excadrill. Odds are very low, it goes for Dragon's Breath. We're definitely not getting rid of Rapid Spin. It's its best move. I like Bulldoze more, though. I think I might like Bulldoze more. First impression would be funny. Also not crazy about how many eggs I'm putting in the basket of being able to KO Shelgon. We got Nidoking Ice Punch. That's the item slot, not the move slot, you silly. Ice Punch does not do that much more damage than Drill Run. It's still technically worth it to take over Poison Jab, but no. I think as long as we give Walrein a Citrus Berry, we should be fine. Yeah. So we outspeed, so we actually only need to take 2 Brick Breaks, assuming it doesn't Dragon Dance. And if it Dragon Dances, it means we're taking a Brick Break and a half. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's kind of scuffed, but I think it works. Open with Ely. So we are going to get rid of Crunch. So open with Ely, use T-Wave, use B-Break, use S-Fang, swap to Nido. Use B-Break. Yeah, I think at that point it's just, yeah, use B-Break. If no screen is up, KO with... Or no, we always want Excadrill to be Outlast. Yeah, because Excadrill always baits Earthquake. So, use B-Break. On turn before Drag dies, swap to Exca, use B-Break. So I just need to kind of do the math live a little. I like... Because, yeah, this is 8 turns in and of itself. Combine that with Super Fang, I think that should be fine. Because at that point, we just need to get Excadrill in against Dragapult. We give Excadrill a Cherry Berry just in case. It goes for Dragon's Breath on the turn we swap. Yeah. Teach Exca B break. Spelling. Add to dictionary. Well, that's not Ellie. It should be Ely. There we go. Teach Exca Brick Break. Give Exca Cherry Berry. Give Exca and Nido Cherry Berry. Give Luca Wise Glasses. Give Tort Miracle Seed. Give Waller Citrus Berry. Give Ely Oranberry. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 held items. Okay. Because we want to make sure that we have a turn to swap into Excadrill, but not the turn that Dragapult dies to Sand. We want to make sure that Dragapult dies the turn after we swap in. I don't think we T-Wave. Because if we outspeed it, hit it with Brick Break to clear screens, if it sets up screens that turn, we're screwed. Yeah, we don't use T-Wave. Honestly, this is kind of fine. Use Super Fang, use Brick Break, use Super Fang. We should be guaranteed 2 Super Fangs on E-Electric. Yeah, okay. By not paralyzing it, I think we actually make this more consistent. Yeah, turn before Drag dies, swap to Exca, use Brick Break. Okay. And this is fine. This means that Dragapult dies faster because we get off 2 Super Fangs. Because... Hold on, let me look at the math here. Okay, so 148, turn 1, divide that by 2. Immediately goes to 74. Oop. There we go. Oh, hi, Enun. We're calcing a really annoying fight. Okay, so it has 148 HP. Divide that by 16, comes out to 9.25. So it always takes 9 damage of Sandstorm Chip. So 74 minus 9 is 65. Turn 2, we use Brick Break, dealing no damage, clearing screens. It takes another 9 damage. The following turn, we use Super Fang again. Divide that by 2, drops it to 28. It takes 9 damage. Swap to Nidoking. It takes 9 damage. Swap to Excadrill. It takes 9 damage. It's down to 1 HP. Use Brick Break, clear screens. It should die to Sandstorm. I think we might not even need Nidoking. I think we can just swap straight into Excadrill. I think we do that, actually. Because Excadrill doesn't need to take any damage to bait Earthquake off of Crocodile. Yeah, okay. After that, it swaps to... Yeah, I think we can just take Nido out of this line. We'll bring it just in case things go really bad and we need like an extra Pokemon to be able to stall. So yeah, I think it's just swap to Exca, Spam. V-break. Until dies to Sandstorm. Okay. Swap to, cause Crocodile outspeeds our Excadrill. So swap to K-R-O-O-K. Sorry, K-R-O-O. Okay. Crocodile comes out. This is the easy part of the fight. It goes for Earthquake. We swap to Torterra. Swap to Tort. Because we can never get crit, this is perfectly consistent as long as we're holding Miracle Seed. It never tries to set up with Bulk Up. Because specifically Seed Bomb can one-hit KO it. I think it's kind of fine, even if it uses Bulk Up, like, once. I think we're still online. Because I don't know if it, like, sees Bulk Up as defensive setup. Even then, I don't think it goes for it, because then we would just 2-hit KO it all the same. Okay, swap to Tort. Thankfully, Earthquake barely 2-hit KOs. With Earthquake. Swap to Ploy. Swap to Luca. If S smash, use V wave. Otherwise, KO OHKO with a sphere. Swap to Shield. It is. Sorry, Shell. Okay. The nice thing is we've been calcing this for so long, I think it's finally given me, like, enough time to de-nerves a little. Okay, so swap to Shelgon. Swap to Waller. 2-hit KO with Frost Breath. Sorry. F Breath. Okay, I think this should work. It scares me a little. I'm not gonna lie. It could still get a little weird. I've been betrayed by Screen's AI before, but this should be a line. I am also going to teach Nidoking Ice Punch over Poison Jab, because we can just go and relearn Poison Jab from the Fighting type tutor. I'm sorry I have to risk you in kind of shaky lines for multiple fights today, Havara. I wish I didn't have to do that. That's right, we need Exca. I also hate that I have to delete one of Exca's good moves, but better safe than dead. Because this is definitely a better safe than dead type fight. Grab Havara. Biano Inun, you get to, if you're still here, witness the result of some really goofy-ass planning. You get to listen to me try to explain how these lines work in real time. Okay, so we want to give you a cherry berry. We want to give you a cherry berry. Turtle, we want to give the miracle seed. Might actually already have it. It did not. Talon, I think, is already holding wise glasses. He is. And we give Havara a citrus berry just to make her chunk of the fight as safe as possible. Okay. Ooh, good time to finish cooking dinner, I guess. Welcome back, Izzy. Yeah, no, okay, I think we have it. We're actually not going to use Thunder Wave, is the plan here. By not using Thunder Wave, it guarantees we are letting Dragapult die to sand damage. Okay. All right, move tutor guy. I want you to teach Ice Punch to Miss May. Going to take that over Poison Jab because we can re-get Poison Jab later. We are going to get Brick Break. Also, hold on, Banger Alert. I love me some Definitely Not Bad Apple. We're going to teach Jane Brick Break over Crunch. I'm sorry, Crunch. We now have Felice, the dark type damage bot. And we're going to teach Brick Break to Argyros. Argyros? Argyros. I don't know. Zagros really likes to give really difficult to pronounce names to his submissions. I assume his. It could be theirs. We're gonna get rid of Drill Run because I want the utility of Bulldoze. We need Brick Break to make sure this line is as safe as possible. This fight's really scary if it goes wrong. Okay. So we kind of freestyle the first chunk of this fight. And give Electros an Oranberry. Honestly, I low-key might keep on Airwaves while we do this fight, just because it's a good song. I need the good tunes to keep my spirits high. Also, let me make sure I make the proper adjustments in the calculator. Brick Break. Export. Import. Brick Break. Export, import. Ice Punch. Export, import. Because Ice Punch does 31% to Shelgon. Frost Breath does 77. Yeah. Oh, Drill Run could KO Shelgon after a Frost Breath anyways. This is just to make sure we have a way to like KO Shelgon if it somehow gets Havara. And if we make it past this fight, I believe we get our next rare candy. So let me just double check everyone. Jane has Oranberry. Argus has Cherry Berry. Miss May has Cherry Berry. Turtle has Miracle Seed. Talon has Wise Glasses. Havara has Citrus Berry. Okay. So this fight revolves around exploiting a bug, intentional or not, that allows us to use Brick Break to clear screens even against Pokemon that are immune to fighting type moves. Because we have Discharge and Brick Break, Dragapult here should be maximally incentivized to use screen setups. I need to also keep my calculator open to make sure. So Dragapult takes 9 damage every turn in Sandstorm. So turn 1, we are going to use Super Fang. Off to a rough start. Okay. So Dragapult has 148 HP. Divided by 2. Drops it to 74. It took 9 damage in Sandstorm Chip. Its HP is currently 65. At this point, I think we're fine to just use... Well, actually, if it hasn't set up any screens, I think the safest play is to swap to Miss May. Okay, Reflect is currently set up. Its HP is dropped to 56 due to Sandstorm Chip. It is, I believe, still incentivized to use Light Screen, could use Hex. That's kind of fine. We're going to use Brick Break. Okay, Light Screen. Screens are cleared. Dragapult takes no damage. HP drops to 47. So let me just check. If I use Super Fang here to divide 47 by 2, brings it to 23. Minus 9. 14. Okay. We are still safe to use Super Fang here. Set up Reflect. Okay. That seems wrong. No, it's not. Okay. It should be at 14 HP. We are going to swap to Argyros. It shouldn't die to Sandstorm, if I did my math right. Light Screen. Okay. We use Brick Break. It's going to hit us with Hex. That's fine. Take about 30%. Screens are gone. It no longer gets the benefit of screens. And then Dragapult dies to sand. Okay. Okay. The reason that we wanted to swap to Argyros is because it's not guaranteed that Crocodile would Earthquake against Miss May if Miss May didn't take a hit of damage. Crocodile comes in. It gets off Intimidate. Doesn't matter, we're not fighting it with Excadrill anyways. It sees a one-hit KO with Earthquake. Miss May eats Earthquakes for fucking breakfast. Okay. 3 low roll Earthquakes does enough damage to us to properly bait the next Pokemon in this chain. Now you might be thinking, well, April, why don't you just chance the one-hit KO with Seed Bomb? And that's because this Crocodile has a fucking weakness policy. Thankfully, because we still threaten one-hit KO with Seed Bomb, Crocodile should not try to set up with Bulk Up. We are safe to 2-hit KO it with Earthquake. And by taking 3 Earthquakes from Crocodile first, it drops our HP just low enough to guarantee that the Cloyster that's coming in next is going to go for Frost Breath. Okay. Cloyster needs to see 108 HP to go for Frost Breath. We are well below that, but we are above Liquidation, which needs to see 48. Because of that, Cloyster already outspeeds us. It's going to go for Frost Breath KO over setting up Shell Smash. Okay. Frost Breath does a pittance to Lucario. And it always crits, so there's no risk of it doing, like, extra damage. critical hit. Its defenses have not dropped, its speed has not boosted, so we outspeed it and one-hit KO with Aura Sphere. Cloyster is very physically defensive. It has virtually no special defense, a special defense of 45. Now lastly comes in Shelgon. If I understand setup AI properly, Shelgon should not try to use Dragon Dance this turn. It should go for Brick Break. Havara takes 33% from Brick Break, around 50 if it crits. Brick Break. We want to see no crit. Okay, I believe we always live now. We outspeed Shelgon, crit Brick Break plus Sandstorm, we still live. We use Frost Breath. Does minimum 77%. It goes for Brick Break. Crit of this does at most 50. User crit of that does. We would have lived anyways, but if it crit us twice in a row, that would have been trouble, so I'm glad we took the Citrus Berry regardless. Havara has had a rough enough day, okay? She deserves to chill a little. We use Frost Breath. Whew! Okay. Alright, we made it past the Hell Dragapult fight. Love to see it. Okay. And if I'm correct, I think there's still one more fight in the Sandstorm. But I think we are able to walk over to where the next rare candy is, because that's the exit right there. There we go, baby. That's 2 rare candies. First time I get to mark one of those off on my spreadsheet in a minute, too. I can see if we can calc that next fight. I think we should be able to. Because I don't know if we immediately get our next encounter after we escape the desert. We might still have to fight a trainer or two. And I know that the first one can be a little scary because it has a Scyther that likes to bait your fire types in to then get arena trapped by Dugtrio. It's a brutal gimmick. Did you get the fossil? I got the fossil, but I'm not allowed to revive it. Here, if we want, here's what I'll do. I will save the game. I will go revive our fossil just to see what it is, and then reload because we're not allowed to keep the fossil. Just for funsies, as a reward for beating that really difficult fight. Why not? Because we already used our Rustboro City encounter. Our Rustboro encounter was Togedemaru. Nuzlocke doesn't ban fossils. Reviving the fossil counts as a Rustboro City encounter. It is sad because if you aren't able to revive your fossil, it means you never open up the Desert Underpass location, which means that we do, in fact, miss out on an extra encounter in Fall Arbor Town. But for funsies, we'll still see what the fossil is. I think we need to drop a Pokemon off in the PC. Actually, I'm going to try something. Because if we revive the it won't let us revive the fossil with a full team of Pokemon, right? Because, like, does it get sent to our box, or... Who's the person who revives fossils here? Should I work on developing next? Trying to develop a device that visually the Dream Radar. There it is. Because I wonder if I can cheese it. No, I can't. Fossil regenerate is incredible, but as one drawback, it takes a long time to work. Literally, I think you just need to like leave the zone and come back. Because, okay, I can give him my weird fossil. I don't think that opens up the desert underpass, but it'd be really funny if it did. So yeah, either way, I guess I can resave now because it doesn't cheese anything. Because, like, yeah, if it's like a shield on, I'd be really bummed. Oh, Archon is really good. Oh, it gets sent straight to my box. Here, I'll reload the save, but like, let's go see what that Archon would have been. Just so we can really hurt, because it has 3 perfect IVs guaranteed. If that Archon has perfect speed and perfect attack, that would have been a massive loss. It still kind of is a pretty big loss. I think it's worth it for Togedemaru. Like, Togedemaru is just so good. Sassy. Yeah, we aren't missing out that much. Thankfully, I don't feel too bad about that. Yeah, no, hold on. I'm going to, I'm just gonna get a screenshot of this for like the funnies. Not amazing, but it wouldn't be terrible. Archeops is kind of IV dependent. It's still a shame that we don't get access to the desert underpass, but like, it's fine. Posting this here with Newt. Decided to check my fossil. Kinda dodged a bullet, TBH. Oop. 4 scale goat. You know what, Izzy? You're so fucking right. Jeez, it's a rare day where the view bots post multiple messages. Okay, but yeah. It was a funny haha, but yeah, we don't want that. Why does the music feel so loud all of a sudden? Oh, I think because I turned it up for that one fight. Okay, next trainer has 4 Pokemon. 3 for nature, 1 for attack. Yeah, I know, 4 scale hero. Don't get me wrong, yeah, turning it into an adamant with perfect attack and it has perfect speed would undeniably be good, but at that point, why wouldn't I just do that with my Arcanine? It's like, I kind of already have one of the greatest Pokemon in the whole fucking thing. Its only downside is a poor attack IV, and like, it doesn't even have a bad nature. It could just be an arguably better nature. Okay. So we've got 1 more math to math, and then we're out of the desert. Either way, I'm fucking proud of us. Things got a little scary in a couple of points, but I've heard that this desert is a fucking nightmare. Thank you very much for the follow, Spitsaw. Hope you're enjoying the stream. But like, so far so good. I'm obviously not going to say we made it through the desert, no deaths, because we still have another fight in the desert. Plenty of opportunities to die. Sandforce Lumberry. So, thankfully, this fight immediately opens with a Pokemon that we can just one-hit KO with... Where is... Not Misty Seed. Miracle Seed. Be a big shot. So yeah, Magical Leaf one-hit KOs Hippowdon. You are Camper Drew. Equip Rose with Miracle Seed. Opens Hippow. So, open with Roserade. Oh, wait, not Hip How, just Hip. Open with Rose. OHKO with Malik. I know nothing about Pokemon runs or Pokemon in general, but I'm enjoying the confusion. How the fuck did you end up here? What? Hold on. Were you like a recommend? Did like a friend of yours recommend my stream, or are you just God's most confused walk-in? Did I like front page Twitch with my 6 viewers? No disrespect, by the way. I love you, my 6 viewers, but tonight's definitely been notably slower than past streams this week. It's like fine. I know bare minimum Turtle's off currently co-comming for something, so I don't get the turtle boost. Okay, so swap to not Go-Goat. Sap Sipper leftovers. Rockhead, Lumberry. I don't think it ever swaps to Golem, because it sees that we outspeed and one-hit KO it. I don't like that it's a Suicide Bomber Golem. Fucking Yikerinos. Yeah, we kind of don't have anything. Oh god, do we have to risk an explosion right at the end of the fucking desert? No, not if we can bait Wild Charge and then swap into Seismitoad. Okay. But regardless. So yeah. We do more damage than Go-Goat, and we're faster than it, so Go-Goat shouldn't come in. I don't think Golem comes in. Because Golem sees that it can get one hit KO'd by Magical Leaf. So I think it's Excadrill, which goes for high horsepower or Iron Head. So what's good for fighting Excadrill? Hitmonchan. High horsepower or Iron Head. Oh, has an air balloon. That's funny. Iron Head does a lot to Eldegoss. Because the thing is, we're always taking at least one turn of Sandstorm Chip on Roserade. Which means that I think it's a 50-50. Yeah. Sand Force makes this thing a demon. Lucario outspeeds it. If we give it Muscle Band, Sky Uppercut one-hit KOs. Export. Import. Because I think at that point, Lucario, how well do you take Rock Slide? You take Rock Slide real good. And Talonflame always sees Rock Slide KO. Okay. So it's going to swap to Exca. Excadrill either takes no damage for high horsepower or an amount from Iron Head. I think 57. Hold on. So Talonflame has 138 divided by 16. Takes 8 damage per turn from Sandstorm. Crit high roll Iron Head does 79. 138 minus 79. I just said takes... Yeah, 8. Minus 8. Drops it to 51. Could see kill with Iron Head, so we'll give Talonflame an Oranberry just to make sure it never sees kill with Iron Head. Though, actually, it kind of doesn't matter if it sees kill with Iron Head. Lucario takes it really good all the same. What do you get beat by, little guy? Not Arcanine. this thing is just really, really bulky. Okay, like most things, it gets beat by Torterra. It kind of does it, though. Actually, it kind of out-heals us with Hornleech. We could do goofy Togedemaru strats. Yeah, no, this fight's kind of troublesome. Well, Talonflame. Okay. It outspeeds and does a lot of damage with acrobatics. So I think as long as we, like, do our baits right. Togedemaru baits Earthquake. Togedemaru can use Fake Out. Togedemaru does a good chunk of damage with Fake Out, because it has leftovers, but because of Sandstorm, it just takes neutral damage every turn. So how many Fake Outs would we need to use to force it into... Because thankfully it always sees KO with Talonflame, always sees KO with Togedemaru, so it should never go for Leech Seed. I think at this rate, we give Talonflame a Citrus Berry, just to guarantee it has as much HP as possible. But 179 minus... Silk Scarf, actually. Well, hold on. 179 minus 17. 145. Acrobatics does 140. So if we gave Togedemaru Silk Scarf... 21, I believe that should do plenty. Yeah, Sap Sipper leftovers. At that point, 179 minus 21 drops it to 158, drops it to 137. Acrobatics does 140. If we give Talonflame a Citrus Berry, I believe there's basically no world where it ever baits Hornleech. Honestly, it's kind of fine if it baits Hornleech, actually. Like, Togedemaru takes more damage from Hornleech, but Iron Barbs does more in recoil than it recovers, because Rock Slide is in contact, so... Okay. So... Hold on, let's keep writing the line down. Swap to Exa. And the nice thing is, actually, we're KOing Go-Goat with Talonflame on the field. I actually don't know how it baits these. Head Smash, Wild Charge, Seismitoad lives both in KOs. I think we're fine. Because I don't think it... Jumping off, wishing you luck. Thank you, Enoon. I hope you have a good one. Because I guess what I'm trying to figure out is... If Boom KOs... Hold on. Like, if Boom KOs and another move KOs... I suppose it never booms, actually, because it's always the last Pokemon on their team, right? It can't boom if it's the last thing out. So we should be perfectly safe. Let me double check that in the AI, but I'm pretty sure... Hold on. Boom. AI will not use a boom move if the target is immune or if the AI is the last Mon and the player has more than one Pokemon alive. Okay. So, they send in Excadrill. We swap to Talonflame. The nice thing also is if it's hitting Talonflame on this turn, it's hitting with Iron Head, which means it has a chance to get burned. Swap to Tallow. I suppose I am kind of worried about one thing, actually. How long will you be streaming for? Do you have a stream schedule? So currently, we actually used to be Thursday through Sunday, but this is the week that we are changing to be Wednesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. I can go a little longer if I want to. And Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard. Because Talonflame... I think I can literally do the math to make sure, right? Because it's like, oh, if Talonflame doesn't get hit by Ironhead, it actually needs to survive several more turns to use Citrus Berry. Yeah, I think we're fine. So yeah, neither of you outspeed, so it should always be Go-Go. Because, yeah, Togedemaru's taking at most, like, a Rock Slide and a Horn Leech or 2 Rock Slides. Like, Togedemaru's fine. Oop. Okay. So, swap to... Yeah, so I don't think we equip Talonflame with anything, because it's taking 1 turn of Sandstorm against Excadrill, 1 against Go-Goat, because... Yeah, Lucario KOs. Ooh, where does it go for Golem, actually? If Lucario is the thing to KO Excadrill. It would be Go-Goat, wouldn't it? We could, in theory, pre-damage... Because, yeah, we take Rock Slide from Excadrill. And then we just need to be able to... Because, yeah, pretty much any amount of damage that we take will show that we die to Explosion from Golem. Yeah, it's pretty unlikely that Excadrill ever sees Ironhead into Ironhead against Talonflame. And even if it does, what is lowest roll on Rock Slide? Because none of these moves are priority. It won't use Rock Polish if it sees KO on Talonflame. So Rock Slide against Lucario, we have 136 HP. Lowest roll is 12. 124. We need to always show that we take at least 78. Oop, hold on. 136 minus 12 minus 78 is 46. So we pre-damage 136 minus 46, I think is 90. Yeah. Pre-damage Luca to 90. At that point, it definitely goes for high horsepower. Sand Force, Air Balloon. Yeah, Sky Uppercut always gets the kill. And then let's assume that Lucario, based or damage to 90, gets hit by crit Ironhead. So that drops it to 20. Oops. Alright, so it's at 20. Go-Goat's in. It sees that Horn Leech could KO. A lot would need to go wrong in order for this to happen. And even then, Talonflame doesn't take a lot from Hornleech. I think it can afford the switch. Here. Let's calculate the worst of all possible worlds. Excadrill lands crit Iron Head on Talonflame. Crit Iron Head does 79 damage. 138. Oop. Minus 79. Minus 79. Drops us to 59. I believe we confirm that Talonflame takes 8 damage from Sandstorm Chip. It does. So that would be minus 8. Drops us to 51. We swap to Lucario. Go-Goat does the thing where it goes for... Well, I suppose, honestly... For Go-Goat, I actually don't even necessarily need to use Talonflame. I could use... Hornleech would be bad, but not awful. I'd prefer to bait Rock Slide, but I don't think... Because Togedemaru takes Iron Barb's damage after Hornleech, actually? I suppose there's a chance it could go for Leech Seed against Flygon. Honestly, the answer is to swap in Flygon, use First Impression. Swap to Togedemaru. Swap back to Flygon. Hold on, I think we may have oopsied into a better line. And then at that point, yeah, Golem's still their last Pokemon, so it should never go for Explosion. It should always go for Head Smash, which is fine. Okay, hold on now. I mean, Flygon would need to, like, not get crit. I think there are very few worlds where Lucario ever baits Hornleech off this thing. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. And literally all we need is this one turn of Flygon coming in. Okay. So swap to Exa, swap to Tallow, swap to Luca. If I could just OHKO with S uppercut. Free damage Luca to 90. Whip Luca with Muscle Band. We will equip Flygon with... Do we even need Norn Berry? Because the nice thing is that Hornleech does its damage... Because, yeah, no, hold on. Okay, if we equip Togedemaru with Silk Scarf... Export. Import. The healing from Hornleech procs after or before the damage from Iron Barbs. So 179 divided by 8 is 22. 179 minus 22, 157 minus 21 is 136. We swap back into Talonflame and KO with Acrobatics. Okay, we don't even need to use First Impression with Flygon. We just swap to Flygon, swap to Togedemaru, because at that point it baits Hornleech, which is a contact move. Unless it goes for Leech Seed, but at that point, I think we can just kind of do a silly little loop-de-loop. Like... Yeah, because if it goes for Leech Seed, we can just do swap to Togedemaru, swap to Talonflame, swap to Togedemaru. Or even, honestly... Yeah, I think we can kind of swap back and forth between Toge and Flygon until it finally decides to go for Hornleech. Because, like, what's the priority for using Leech Seed? One in 6? Or sorry, not 1 in 6. It's a coin flip. It's a bit less than a coin flip. Leech Seed is just seen as your standard run-of-the-mill status move. We could also, theoretically, if Flygon swaps in on Earthquake, we can just use First Impression turn 1. We're fine. Swap to Go-Go. Swap to Flag. Use F Impression. Swap to Toge. Use F out. Equip Toge with Silk Scarf. Yeah. The main reason that we're doing that is just to make sure that it goes for Earthquake on the turn we swap to Talonflame. Use F out. Swap to Tallow. KO with Acrobatics. Swap to Goal. Sorry, Goal A. Swap to Size. OHKO with E power. Okay, I think it never goes for Earthquake. I mean, it never goes for Explosion. Against Talonflame, it could go for Head Smash or Wild Charge. It kind of doesn't matter. It can't explode, and that's the important part. And then we one-hit KO it with Earthquake after outspeeding. Rockhead Lumberry, yeah. Okay. I think this is solid. Let's see if we can close out the night strong, gamers. Okay, so we need Roserade. We need Talonflame. We need Lucario. We need Flygon. We need Togedemaru. And we need Seismitoad. Okay. We give Roserade Miracle Seed. We give Talon. We actually probably have to take the Muscle Band off Kethri. Give that to you. Put that in bag, yes. Okay. All right. Roserade, give. Miracle Seed. Talonflame holds nothing. Lucario already has the Muscle Band. We give Lixie and Oranberry for good luck. And because, like, it could take critical hits in inconvenient places. We give Maisie the Silk Scarf. And I don't even think we need to give Breek anything. Yeah, Breek dunks this golem really good. Shouldn't give it Nornberry for no reason. We'll give it the Wise Glasses, just in case, like, we need to swap it in on something else. The songs haven't been looping, have they? I think the songs have been looping. We've heard Amplanes a lot, I feel like. I'm genuinely unsure how the music has been looping, so we're just gonna play it safe. Eh, fuck it, it's fine. We're on our... Literally, we're not even going to be doing, like, we're not even gonna listen to the music. We're gonna put on our regular fucking background noise. Okay. Make sure everyone's healed, then pre-damage Talon. Free damage, slot 3 to 90. Okay. There we go. Man, why do viewers have to be climbing right back up towards what was intended to be the end of the stream? Okay. Who knows? Maybe we could go a little long. Probably not. We'll see if we get our next encounter after this. Just making sure we are in sand. Yep, nothing fancy there. Sky Uppercut. Silk Scarf. Give me the Wise Glasses. Because, yeah, it should never go for Rock Polish against Talonflame because it sees KO. Yeah. Have confidence, April. You understand how this game works. Last item check, Miracle Seed, no item, Muscle Band, Oranberry, Silk Scarf, Wise Glasses. Chat, if we clear this fight, we escape the desert. Dun dun da dun 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 dun. Out comes Powdon. Out comes Roserade. Thanks to Miracle Seed, Roserade outspeeds and one-hit KOs the Powdon with Magical Leaf. A special attack IV of 3 can't keep our girl down. Okay. I believe it should be Excadrill next. Because it shows that we outspeed and KO Golem. Okay, good. I get a little nervous that, like, I secretly don't understand the AI as well as I think I do. So it's going to go for either high horsepower or iron head. We would prefer to see high horsepower here, but it shouldn't matter. We swap to Scalpel. Nice. Okay, Scalpel takes no damage. That means we can do the safer version of the line with Go-Goat, where we don't even need Flygon. So, against Talonflame, it should always see Rock Slide KO. So, we swap to Talon, who takes at most 10% from Rock Slide without crit. Rock Slide. Talon outspeeds Excadrill thanks to Muscle Band at one-hit KOs with Sky Uppercut. Good. Now, I believe because of our pre-damage, Go-Goat should always see KO with Earthquake. I actually took too much damage, I just realized. I didn't need to take that much for baiting switches. That's fine. I don't mind. But either way, next should be Go-Goat. Good. Go-Goat has Sap Sipper and Leftovers. It still takes damage from Sandstorm, but it's neutralized by its leftovers. But at least it means that it's not constantly gaining HP. It's going to go for Earthquake. We are going to swap to Scalpel. We take no damage from Earthquake. Against Scalpel, it sees KO with Rock Slide. Maisie takes at most 16% from Rock Slide. We are going to swap to Maisie. Good. Okay. We are now going to use Fake Out. Okay. It's going to go for Earthquake. We swap to Scalpel. Scalpel takes no damage. It's going to go for Rock Slide. We swap to Maisie. We go for Fake Out. Now, I do believe since we are holding Silk Scarf, we are doing 21 damage per slap. Real Rob Ross. I had the stream muted for a bit. Did you change plan from the notes? Oh, the like version of this line that had Flygon? Yeah, Flygon was basically a backup if we ended up getting really bad RNG with Talonflame and Lucario. That didn't happen, so the safer version of this line is Talonflame, because it means we don't have to risk it using Leech Seed on the turn Flygon comes in. So, Maisie's out. We have used Fake Out twice. This thing has 179 HP. Both Fake Outs, thanks to Silk Scarf, have done 21 damage, dropping it to 137. Lowest roll on Acrobatics from Talonflame does 140. Yeah, no worries. Hope you're enjoying the stream, Rob Ross. Okay. So we should be good to swap in Scalpel and secure KO. I just want to make absolutely sure. Silk Scarf, good. Because it's going to go for Earthquake again. Acrobatics kills. Alrighty. Lastly is Alolan Golem. This thing does a lot of damage and it has Explosion, but since we have more than one Pokemon on our team and it is the last Pokemon on their team, it never goes for Explosion. A really happy byproduct of Roserade baiting in Excadrill second. Okay, out comes Golem. It's gonna go for Head Smash or Wild Charge. Doesn't matter which, Wild Charge does no damage to Breek, but Head Smash does at most 30-something% to it. We swap to Breek. Wild Charge does no damage. Breek, my first partner, other than my first partner, take us home, baby! That's no more desert for us. Thank you very much, Izzy. Nothing feels better than finishing a fight and seeing someone in the audience go clean. Sad. There is one more fight before we get our next encounter. Possibly two. I think probably two. Now it's Hail. Well, it's not Hail immediately. It's like a couple trainers from now that it becomes Hail. Either way, we're done with the fucking desert section, baby! Ugh. Honestly, for as much as I bitch and moan about the desert, we actually, like, low-key weren't that affected by it. Our team is spoiled for choice when it comes to ground, rock, or steel types. Like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18. We have 19 Pokemon on our team, and of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Half of our team was immune to Sandstorm damage. All right, everyone, hand over your items. And let me just double check the document that there's not anything I'm forgetting about here. Run and Bun trainer battles. Planary split. So glad we beat that Dragon Pult without too much issue. Yep, last trainer in the Sandstorm area, and there's nothing special listed here. Ooh, hi, Black Belt Daisuke. Yeah, so next up is Cool Trainer Wilton. I'll at least, like, take a glance at his team real quick. Because, like, obviously... Oh, wow, we don't even one-hit KO with Flamethrower. Kind of crazy. U-turn, Bullet Punch, Dual Wing Beat. Oh. U-turn's fucking demonic. Yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit of... I suppose it never goes for U-turn if it's not highest damage, though, right? This thing always goes for Bullet Punch into Arcanine. And, like, does Arcanine bait in anything that... Because obviously Doug Trio can come in, because it sees Fast Kill. Yeah, nothing else sees Fast Kill. So you get kind of cheesed if you KO Caesar with a thing that's weak to Doug Trio. Yoink. It's like most of our guys can fight this guy. But not all. Damn, Excadrill. Crazy damage. Oh, wait. Sand. Farewell, Sand Boost. I'm like, why are you doing that much with Iron Head? Like, I know you're strong, but... We could also theoretically do something like KO Caesar with something we're fine sacking to Doug Trio, but... I'd prefer not to do that. I suppose, like, what we... Dueling Beat... Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about this right now. Oh, it has an Oka Berry! That's why Arcanine doesn't one-hit KO it. I was wondering about that. I'm gonna worry about these on my own time. So, like I mentioned before, with new stream schedule, we aren't going live tomorrow. We are now a Wednesday, Thursday for our evening streams. That being said, it seems like we kind of rebounded a bit towards the end. Let me go see if anyone's currently live to get rated into. Fuck it, Normal's up right now. Are there any other run-and-bun players right now? Night, thanks for the fun stream. Thanks, Real Rob Ross. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, evidently you did. You just thanked me for the fun stream. You get what I mean, though. Hold on. Why can't I find Pokemon Emerald version? There we go. Okay. Oh, there's me! I'm up there at the top. See, the unfortunate thing is that people are playing fucking Slop Kaizo, and I don't want to raid into that. I would like to see other EK runners. Blind Nuzlocke. I'm not seeing anyone. So there's a single person with a one viewer Andy with no tags that just says Pokemon Run and Bun with no webcam. I don't think I trust that. You never know when a motherfucker's gonna start spouting off slurs. Yeah, we'll raid normal. I'm gonna do my Pokemon research for next stream so I know what's going on. I'm glad you're having fun, Spitsaw. In that case, I guess for those of you who like are new here and happen to be having a good time, let me get you all a little link to our Discord. You don't gotta join it, but if you feel so inclined, it's like a place you can get all of our Go Live notifications, see me post photos of my cat, and engage in general discussions and vote on games for the future. Anywho, normal raid. How do I spell your name? Nommle. Nice. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. We go live next. I actually don't think we're streaming this Saturday. Sorry, I just realized I have an appointment with a tailor in the morning, and then we're doing her fucking bridal shower in the afternoon. So next stream is probably Sunday, unfortunately. I'm sorry that we've been so spotty with the stream schedule recently. Just kind of a consequence of getting married, you know? Life gets really busy when you get close to the wedding. Hopefully we return to a bit more regularity. Until then, thank you so much for joining me, folks. I have been April, she has been May, you have all been incredible, and I will catch you all in the next one. Sending out the raid. Bye.